NBA player props on PrizePicks for Tuesday, March 21st. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you guys can use promo code TUFF to sign up. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Discord link is in the description, as well as Patreon link where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Again, not a gambling expert. This is not financial advice. Simply just plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. But let's get into it. We have a smaller slate today. Overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on the slate. So just the amount of games that we saw yesterday on the slate overall. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. The first play that I'm targeting here is going to be Wendell Carter Jr. over 9 rebounds against the Washington Wizards. Now, Wendell has been really rebounding the ball really well as of late. 4 of his last 5 games, he has hit the over on this, and we do get push potential here at 9. Which is, again, more value than if this line would be at 9.5, which I think it may be bumping up that high by the time this game does start. But 1 point spread in this matchup here. Porzingis and Gafford in the front court, Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter, no Suggs and no Kuzma for the Wizards. We take a look at this. Wendell Carter projected to play around 32 plus minutes in this matchup. They really have been kind of running Goga Bitadze as the backup center here in front of Bulbo. So, I mean, Wendell Carter is going to get a ton of run in this game regardless. I mean, the head coach of the Magic really likes to play Wendell. If we take a look at his game log this season, he has had a pretty decent hit rate really since the All-Star break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's pushed this line or better in 9 of his last 10 games. Like, literally 9 of his last 10 games, he's had at least 9 rebounds, which is why I think we get great push potential here at 9. Over his last 5 games, he's averaging 15.6 rebounding chances per game, converting 9.8 of those. If we take a look at, I believe he's faced Washington this season already. Let's just see. Yeah, he had 9 rebounds, so he pushed against Washington back on January 21st. Played 31 minutes in that matchup, and again, pushed in that game. If we take a look at Wendell's odds here, some great odds for us. Let's just refresh this to see if this has moved at all. We're looking at minus 150 to go over 8.5. He's listed at 9.5 with even odds on FanDuel. Minus 152 on these sports books here: Sugar House, Bet Rivers, Unibet. Caesars has this minus 148 to go over 8.5. You can see the hit rate, 9 of his last 15, but like I said, 9 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of his last 10 games, he has pushed this line or better. Absolutely insane odds for us, you guys. Minus 152 to go over 8.5 with the push potential. I love those odds as well. And then we take a look at center's game log against the Wizards recently. I mean, this is a high hit rate as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different centers have pushed this line or better. This is probably in like the last 12 to 13 games. Sabonis had 9, Wiseman 10, Hartenstein 10. Hartenstein had 10 in 20 minutes. Capella 10. Eubanks had 11 in 27 minutes. Mitchell Robinson had 12 in 28. And then 13 from Vucevic, 13 from Podol, 15 from Capella, and then 19 from Gobert. We take a look here, just Washington over the last 15 games, giving up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th most rebounds to the center position at 60.15 per game. So, that's the play I like. I like Wendell Carter over 9 rebounds here. He's going to get massive minutes. We can see here his minutes. I mean, he's been playing 30-plus minutes. A little bit of a foul trouble here, but consistently playing 30-plus minutes here. He played 42 against Miami. Should be a great spot for him. Daniel Gafford, again, can't really spread the floor whatsoever, and there's no Kuzma, so I think Porzingis should be out on the perimeter, pulling him away from the basket. I like Wendell Carter over 9 rebounds. And then the second play here that I'm targeting is going to be Jason Tatum. I think this is a great bounce back spot for him. I'm targeting his over 32.5 points plus assists here. So let's talk about why. So Jason Tatum's points plus assists game log, he's kind of been up and down. I mean, really since the All-Star break, hasn't been playing that great. I mean, really in the month of March, hasn't been playing that great. And really, again, since the All-Star break, hasn't been playing that great. I mean, the All-Star break was here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. In like 10 games, maybe he's hit the over on this. Let's just take a look at his averages over the last 10 games. I'm not really sure he's 27 and 5, right? So we're looking at around a 32.8 PA average. So he's averaging a little bit over this line, what it is at 32.5 here. But we take a look at Jason Tatum. He's faced Sacramento earlier this season at home. He had 34 PA in that matchup, only played 31 minutes. Again, only played 31 minutes. That's definitely a low line for him, considering kind of what Jason Tatum normal minute average is. I mean, we take a look at these recent games here: 39, 36, 37, 41, 35. So, I mean, he's played 35 plus minutes, and he had, like I said, 34 PA in only 31 minutes against the Kings earlier this season. If we take a look at the odds here, it's listed on at 33.5 on every other sports book. So we get a 1-point discount here on PrizePicks, which is why I like this play. Again, 1-point discount on currently on PrizePicks. This does have a chance to bump up. If we take a look at his points line as well, it's pretty much at 28.5, minus 140 on DraftKings, and then at 29.5 on other sports books. So I mean, you can see here still 28.5 on PrizePicks. So again, some value here for Jason Tatum currently. But if we take a look at his assist line, right, Jason Tatum to go over 4.5 assists here is at minus 175 to go over 4.5 assists. So insane odds to go over 4.5 assists. So, you know, Vegas expecting him to have 5 assists here. 29.5 is his point line. So that's why I'm pivoting here, taking 32.5 PA for Jason Tatum in this matchup. This has the highest over-under on the day, I believe, at 239.5. Yeah, 239.5 over-under, so the highest over-under of the day. 5-point spread. Sacramento is coming off a second night of a back-to-back here. But just the matchup-wise, I mean, small forwards to the Kings this season, right? Kings giving up the 4th most points per game to the small forward position. Right here, you can see assists. 2nd most assists to the small forward position. Even if we move to the power forward position, right, the Kings still giving up the 4th most assists to the power forward position, which is why I think there's a great spot here for Tatum to get assists. This does have a massive over-under here. The Kings are in, you know, pretty much shootouts every single time they play. Fast-paced game. At home for the Kings as well, so I think the back-to-back won't affect them too much here. We take a look at some other wings, points plus assists game log against the Kings just recently. I mean, Middleton and DeRozan both hit this recently. I mean, we're talking about in the last couple of games. DeRozan had 36, and Chris Middleton had a 40 PA against the Kings just on the March 13th. Levine had 31. Oche had 30 just last night. So, I mean, you can see your wings been able to get to their spots against the Kings here, and I think it's definitely a bounce-back game for Tatum. Again, listed at 33.5 on every sportsbook. We get a 1-point discount here on PrizePicks. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these two plays here. You do not have to run these into two-man power. I just want to reiterate, like, these are two separate plays I'm giving you. You don't have to run these into two-man power. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these two. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.